Hey guys, Waddler-D here. This is an update video letting you know what's going on and basically saying it has been a while. Good news is that the moving and unpacking it are pretty much all out of the way. I pretty much ended up moving from one place to another again, and honestly it went very smoothly, but I'm gonna leave all that information later on this update video. What I would like to talk about is the uploads and videos. Basically, there are three things I'm going to be covering here. It's going to be Smashies. Basically, Smashies are replays that I like to pretty much share with you guys that I found funny, stupid, or very competitive. Because honestly, considering how much Nintendo updates Smash Brothers, you don't know when your replays are going to be biting the dust. So, I'm just going to try to start with a tradition, or at least a routine of trying to get some of those replays up so you guys can actually see what's going on, because I can't seem to keep them for more than like 30 days because Nintendo's like, we see that Bayonetta's like beating the shit out of everyone. I guess we're gonna have to. It's just like, damn. But it makes sense. I mean, I know they're trying to balance things, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, can you find some way where we don't have to destroy all the replays? Like, literally, here's what happened, guys. I had pretty much a catalog of replays. It was to the point where I couldn't save anymore. Boom, the freaking patch happens, and all those replays are gone now. So it's like... Great. So, I'm going to try to get in the habit of just saving the best replays I can that I experienced and try to share it with you guys before Nintendo does the big boom again, because I'm pretty sure they're going to look at frickin' Rosalina real funny. It's like, see that you're kind of like destroying everybody. You know what? BAM! So, let's hope that I can get it before Nintendo considers another update. Another thing, uploads in general, mainly the unfinished Let's Plays and the stream backlog uploads. I want to get those up and out of the way so that way we can start something fresh here, because I have some things in store for you guys very soon, but of course I still have to get the projects done. But I definitely am in a good mindset lately, and I'll definitely get to that point a little later as well. Third thing, streaming. I'm going to start up streaming again tomorrow, this Sunday, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it's certainly been a while and I'm really itching to do something for you guys. If you guys were at the last stream, I ended up finally finishing Age Reunion, and that was certainly a very fun, but sometimes dickish game. However, I got only one of the endings that I could have gotten. The other one I'm going to try to attempt for, but I imagine it's going to be a lot tougher than the good ending, so we'll see exactly how that goes. But after that, I'm going to start Goemon's Great Adventures, and I'm really excited for it because I haven't touched it at all. So I'm going to bust out the N64, pop it in there, and bam, we're going to see how crazy Goemon's world is in this game. I know it's a 2D platformer, but I don't know how much of it is actually that, so I'm kind of interested in seeing what's going on with that. Another thing, probably the biggest thing I want to discuss, is Super Mario RPG Revolution. Basically, version 5.0 has been somewhat of a success, but there has been a lot of turmoil, at least a lot of creator turmoil from it, because apparently a lot of people have been having issues with the patches pretty much making Smilax impossible to beat because apparently he doesn't die. My guess is, guys, is that there is a couple versions of Super Mario RPG or Super RPG out there that has a header attached to it. This header is basically 200 bytes that are with zeros. And if you guys happen to use the unheadered patch, which is meant to be used on a ROM that doesn't have a header, it's going to cause issues. I imagine it's the same way with the vice versa, but I would suggest to make sure that the ROM doesn't have those 200 extra bytes when you use the patch on it, the unheadered patch, because that way I believe that's going to cause the least amount of issues and the most amount of fun, because you will actually be able to get past that Smilax battle. That is my only advice on you to solve that issue. However, there are still reasons why I want to make one final version. For one thing, I want to make sure that that doesn't ever happen where there's confusion, so I'm just going to have one patch, and I will just try to put some very detailed instructions in the README file, so that way you guys will be able to get it all working for yourself too. Another reason why I want to make a final version is because the title screen really needs to have something that actually tells you, hey, the patch worked. That is the biggest reason why I want to get this final version. Furthermore, there are some other reasons why I want to get the final version. I feel like there's some things I can still improve upon with the bosses, enemies, weapons, etc., etc. It's just the last final tweaks that I want to make to this ROM hack before I actually call it done, because it's just been eating at me. It's like, oh man, I see that stuff and I still think that I could do a little bit better on this boss, etc., etc. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do a bit of a video series where if I have anything that I'm really kind of questioning about, or that I'm kind of conflicted on, then I'll give you guys a video and ask you a question. And pretty much that's going to be the main point of those videos, is to kind of get a public opinion, just a discussion going to see what can be done, because I still have a few things that I'm not 120% sure on. And that's pretty much the last bit of this version, is to pretty much tie up loose ends. There's some things like Exor that I'm definitely dead set on. Like, oh yeah, Exor is going to be like he is still, because Exor is a very fun, difficult boss in that hack. So definitely going to keep it like that. So definitely look forward to it very shortly, and I will be working on it. Definitely. There's going to definitely be videos, and I'm definitely going to make sure it is done before the end of this year. So, after we have all that, the Return of WhaDaFah is coming very soon. It will probably be before the end of this month, and yes, before I was like, oh yeah, you say that, but I'm going to pretty much be looking at my watch at April 30th and learn, oh, looks like you didn't do it that time. Is it going to be the same case here? No, I'm actually going to do it. It's actually going to be about the game that that I pretty much recorded like months ago. Even have the post commentary too, or actually live commentary, but just haven't sat down and made the video yet. That's going to change, guys. And here's the reason why it's going to change. Basically, last month was a very, very interesting month. Not only was I moving, but I was also dealing with a mental disorder, or a mood disorder, I should say. If you guys are very much aware of bipolar disorder at all, I can say that I've had some form of bipolar disorder. It's not, I don't know if it's basically bipolar 2 or psychothymia. However, there is certainly a lot of evidence that is pointing to just being a matter of a mood disorder, because there are some days where my mood would be great, and there would be other days where my mood would be absolute tar. And I just couldn't really put my finger down on what was causing it, or if it was something within me. And honestly, it's something I've been dealing with for well over 10, maybe 15 years. It's been pretty much half of my life almost. And I just wonder, it's like, man, would things have been different if I would have figured this out sooner? But honestly, I feel it was a good thing for me because now that I'm aware of it is actually the case, I know how to treat it. I basically have been taking medicine for it, and I pretty much have been applying to what I learned from the past to today. So it has been a much better experience when it comes to mood for the past 3 weeks. Granted, I keep taking my medicine. That's definitely the thing I need to keep doing. But I'm really looking forward to just doing more for you guys because I feel like a bit of that bipolar disorder was causing something to hold me back. It was just not letting me do what I wanted to do because there was always like an internal conflict in my head, and I was like, dude, let's try to do the same thing for once. So now that I have that down, it just is like a big ass anvil off my shoulders. It's pretty much on the floor, maybe sinking into the floor, but damn, I feel much better. Also, the new apartment is making me feel even better because it's like, geez, get placed back to myself again. Cannot complain one damn bit. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this update video, and I really hope you're looking forward to all the stuff that's coming along your way, and I really hope you guys could bear a little bit of my basically the sudden stops with no, you get the point. Anyways, have a great day guys, take it easy, and adios.